Hi guys, welcome back to yours truly DKC, yet another amazing vlog. Welcome to Tobago. Welcome to Tobago through the eyes of DKC. Welcome to yours truly DKC, where we do Tobago travel and daily life vlogs. Today it's Saturday, and personally for me, I have never adopted a soup Saturday culture, but it's an established fact that in the Caribbean, on Saturday is soup day. So I just came by at a friend's home, and guess what she has made? A lovely bowl of soup. A lovely bowl of soup. The soup is I wouldn't describe it as a light soup because it was made with split peas, right? And because you are adding provisions like potatoes and dumplings, some of these boiled provisions cause the sauce to be thickened, so the soup itself isn't a very thin soup. Are you all seeing that? Look at that. Ooh. Wow. 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 Listen, this friend of mine, I told her about 2 Saturdays back when I had her first soup that it was epic. If you haven't yet liked our video, like the video. In this channel, what we do is by the time you click on the video, you like it. Like it to show your commitment to supporting the content creator who created the video that you are watching. Alright? If you haven't yet subscribe to the channel and leave a sweet comment. Tell us, have you ever been to Tobago? Have you ever been to the Caribbean? Alright? Tell us if you have ever been to an island, even though it's not in the Caribbean. Right? I live on the island of Tobago. Tobago is part of a country that has 2 islands. Alright? And one of the things about Tobago, it is small but perfect. It's 300 kilometers squared. Alright? I did some research on how the size of our island compares to the size of an African country called Kenya. And my island, you can fit in Kenya over 2,000 times. Can you imagine? So imagine 2,000 beautiful Tobago fitting in Kenya. But it's a beautiful place to be. Again. Soup. Soup. Yeah. Do you use soups where you live? This soup is so tasty. Yeah. One of the ingredients in the soup is corn. Did I see a corn? No. Not corn, sorry guys. I thought I saw corn. It's sweet potatoes. Sweet potato. It's hot. And you know, anytime you have a soup, one of the things you will experience, and I don't know if you could relate, but I'm sure you could relate. By the time you have a soup, your body temperature rises. and you start to probably even perspire. Yes. But tell us where you are from in the comment section. Interact with us. Don't forget to give the video a like. Becca, your soup tastes good. Your soup tastes amazing. And he's giving me tissue. What fine Tobago hospitality. When you could have a morning in service and you could just think, oh my gosh, Becca offered me to come over to get soup. And then you are having soup. Oh. Wow. Very nice. Starchy, tasty. One of the seasonings I'm tasting is the, I don't know what you call it in your part of the world, but we call it flavor peppers. Flavor peppers. It's not spicy. Your mother ever tell you don't eat and talk? Why am I eating and talking? I don't know if to call it a mukbang. A mukbang, a eat with me, a chill with me. Perfect. When you're eating soup, do you slurp? Slurping is like, you all heard that? I don't slurp when I have my soup, but I'll just demonstrate what slurping is. You hear this sound it's making? Yeah. Let me have a piece of potato. Ooh, this is right plantain. So this is a real nice Caribbean soup. Wow. Let me see if I can tell you what meat. So you must be wondering what meat in it, right? Pig tails. Brined pigtails. Wow. Amazing. Do you recognize the beauty of the environment? Can you identify these leaves? And what this is? What is that? If you know, tell us in the comment section. Oh boy. These leaves are gorgeous. They tend to grow onto a mature tree. Very beautiful leaves, and you can Google it. It's called Monstera. M-O-N-S-T-E-R-A, Monstera. You can Google it, so you can see it growing in its natural environment. And what I've noticed is when you go to a floral shop, you can purchase those leaves to add to your floral arrangements. Alright, you can even purchase artificial monstera leaves to add to your decor. Right? Yeah. And of course we know what this one is. Is it an aloe or a pineapple? Is this aloe or pineapple? Tell us in the comment section. Like obvious question, right? And let me show you what I've seen in front of me. Let me show you. Look at this. Let me see if I can take a thumbnail. Or maybe I should be holding up my soup. Oh, maybe I should act like, let me see if I can do this. Oh. Listen, I don't know, so I'll have to choose a good thumbnail. You will tell me if you like my thumbnail when you click on the video. So, on my friend's platter, she has apples. She has juicy lemons. Right, what else is there? More lemons. More lemons. She has pineapple. Ooh. Pineapple smells so good. Wow. Wow. Very smells sweet. Like it's a very sweet pineapple. And I don't know what garlic doing on the fruit platter. Maybe she was using garlic, or maybe it's just easy to get it when you need it. Yeah. And well, sour fruitos. Yeah, very nice. And ooh, there's also a candle. Ooh, wow. This is a Luminous by Bath and Body Works scented candle. What flavor? Let me see if I can tell you all the flavor. The scent. Oh, okay. So this candle, it has the scent ruby currant, gilded iris, praline amber with natural essential oils. Wow. So again, it's let me show you all. Let me come around and show you all. So ruby currant, gilded iris, and praline amber with essential oils. Wow. This is an amazing candle. Wow. And it smells so good. Amazing. She loves candles. Back to my food. So if it's Saturday by you, are you having soup? Maybe I can give you a little story time while I'm having my soup. I wonder what story to tell all you. I have real stories, you know. Let me give you the story of the first time the first time my family got a bicycle. the story doesn't have a good ending. You like the video. If you haven't yet liked the video, please like the video and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, right? And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. I don't take your love for granted, right? Sometimes I would love to know that you are coming back. I wouldn't know if you are looking at the video unless you comment, and then I can remember that, wow, this person always comes back. But thank you for coming back. Whether you comment or not, thank you, right? If you want to comment but you don't know what to say, you could just greet us with a good morning, send a heart emoji, send a smile emoji. When you're eating and talking, yeah, send an emoji, send a sweet word, or simply just tell us where you're watching the video from. You know? Wow. This is good. Anyway, so back to the story. So my dad, when I was a child, well, I have 3 siblings. I am the second. I have an older sister, then me, the second child. I have a brother who is right below me, and then my youngest sister, right? So when my dad bought our first bicycle, because we had a tricycle prior to that, right? So when he bought the first bicycle, I was always the one who would always think I could do it, and I want to go first, right? That could be a good or a bad quality, right? But that's my truth, right? So when we got the bike, I wanted to ride the bike first, and I was allowed. Now, let me give you a little backstory. So, in the village in which I grew up, which was Bycycle in Tobago, not the one in Trinidad. Big up to all the people from Bycycle in Trinidad, if you are watching this video. Right, so in Bycycle in Tobago, I had 2 neighbors who is like family, right? They owned BMX bikes. No, they owned mountain bikes. You know those bikes with the straight handle, right? And those very large wheels, and the wheels were tubeless, right? The wheels were tubeless. Now, growing up in Bycycle and living very next to that neighbor, they would always be riding these bikes, and you would watch them, and you always would have a dream of one day riding a bike. So you would observe them, they're looking like they're having so much fun, but you never had a bike. So back to my story now. So when we got the bike, I have seen the bike being ridden before, right? And you just automatically think you know what to do. So I get on the bike and I start. Well, we had a BMX. It wasn't a mountain bike, it was a BMX bike. But we still happy we get a bike. So I got on the bike. I put up the what do you call that thing that you put down to stop the bike? It's the thing, there's a bar that you put down that touches the ground so the bike can stand up. Is it no, it's not a lever. If you know what you name that part, tell me in the comment section. Right? Anyway, so I put that up and I got on the bike and I start to pedal. I'm balancing good, I'm not falling down, and I'm going down. And now I was riding from the main road into a street. The street that's right That street is right between the house I grew up, and which is where my dad lives, and the neighbor who owned those mountain bikes. Right? So I am pedaling going down the street, but at the end of the street is where my uncle lives. My Uncle Matthew. Hi, Uncle Matthew. Right. So Uncle Matthew lives on the end of that street, and that's okay. Right. So my uncle lives on the end of that street. So I am pedaling, and I know I have to mash. I know I have to stop. I know I have to stop, right? You hear me talking about mashing brakes? Alright, so I'm pedaling and I'm approaching the end of the street. And let me describe what is happening at the end of the street. At the end of the street, there is a dasheen bush patch. Dasheen bush, I think Kenyans call it arrowroot. Dasheen. I don't know what they call it in your country, right? But for us in the Caribbean, we call it dasheen. It's a root crop, and the leaves look like an arrow or like a heart. So we call it dasheen. I think I see in the videos that Kenyans call it arrow roots. I could be corrected. Correct me in the comment section. You like the video yet? Like the video now? Like the video, please. Please like the video. Please subscribe. I'm on the road to 500 subscribers, and I just crossed 100. Celebrating 100 subscribers. Thank you to all of you who have subscribed already. I appreciate you a lot, and thank you for expressing your support of me by subscribing to my channel. Alright, so back to the story. So at the end of the street has a patch of dasheen bush or arrowroot growing, or the dasheen plants, right? Now, if you know about dasheen, what kind of environment does dasheen grow in? So, I don't know what you do where you live, but where I live in Tobago, persons plant dasheen in an area that has a lot of water. Alright? So let's say you have a house, and where the water drains off from the kitchen, it enters into a piece of land. So that land is always muddy or wet. That is the area where you will plant dasheen. Dasheen loves water. Alright? If there's a drain running by your house, you will plant the dasheen right next to that water supply. It doesn't have to be in the water, just on the side. It likes a nice steady source of water. Alright? So anyway, so you recognize that I'm pedaling coming down on this bike, enjoying my little self and the thrill of the first ride. And when I realize I'm approaching the dasheen bush patch, there is an awareness that now I need to stop. Now I need to stop. Now, with all the time I watching Marlon and them riding the mountain bike, I never pay attention to how they used to stop the bike, right? In my mind, I always felt that the things by the hand, which I know now to be the brakes, I thought that was for the bike to go fast. You know, children, and I'm telling you, at that point, I would have been, how old would I have been? Probably 8, 9 years. 8, 9 years. Yeah. Between 7 and 9. I can't remember what year this was, but I was young. I was a child. So of course you're watching the children riding the bike, and for me, I can't recall ever seeing anybody pressing the brakes at all. But in my mind, I felt that that was for the bike to go faster, which kind of don't make sense because you're pedaling for the bike to move. So obviously that is what making the bike go faster. Anyway, you know the mind of a child. They are discovering and learning, and sometimes we burn to learn. Is that the best way of learning? I would say not. But is that a way that I learned several lessons? Yes. I have burned to learn. And this story is an example of burning to learn. So, as I'm approaching the dashing bush patch, I am afraid, I want to stop. I do not know how to stop. And I am definitely not going to pull that brakes to go faster because I want to stop. So I'm not pulling that thing which I think is to go faster, and I don't know how to stop. So I drove straight into the dashing bush patch, and my head to my foot was in mud because that dashing bush patch was growing at the end of a street where there was a lot of water. So it was a very muddy or swampy type of environment. So when I come out of the mud, everybody asking me, why I didn't mash the brakes? Why I didn't pull the brakes? Listen, I said pull it. I thought that was to go faster. He said no, that is to make you stop. Lesson learned. That is what you call burning to learn. Going through a hard experience and then learning the lesson. It's a lesson I would never forget. So if you want to know where the brakes on your bicycle is, come get your children, please. Gather your children together so I can tell them, so they don't have to burn to learn. Go and call the children are waiting. If you don't want your children to burn to learn like me, right? They reach. Hi children. Hi. How are you all? Auntie going to teach you all a lesson about how to stop your bicycle when you want to stop. Will you tell me you already know? Tell me, how do you stop the bike? Tell me. Really? Well, Auntie don't know that. Auntie didn't know that. Auntie didn't know that. So, if you don't know, baby, whether it's a boy or a girl, son or daughter, to stop your bike when you're pedaling, there is a braking lever on the handle of the bicycle. Once you hold it with your hand, it's just a pull for it to stop. Pull it to stop. Let mommy and daddy show you all. So that was the first time riding a bicycle here in Tobago. How was my story? I hope you all enjoyed it. I have a lot of stories to tell. Some are tough stories and some are very happy, childlike stories like this one. If you haven't liked the video, like the video and share the video to your friends so that they can subscribe and the channel can grow. Let me see if I can have a piece of pigtail. And you know I have to get my hands involved now. Wow. bones. And you know when a soup starts to cool, it starts to thicken. So, I want to thank you all for having Soup Saturday with me. I don't know when again, because I don't cook soup on a Saturday. But I'm looking forward sometime. If anybody wants to invite me for Soup Saturday, invite me. I'm gonna come by and we're gonna have an amazing Soup Saturday. Alright? Until we see again, I want to say thank you and all the best to you on this, the things that you want to accomplish this week, and continue to smile and have a positive disposition. And if you're having challenges, don't give up. Don't give up. Alright, maybe you can talk to a friend about it. Alright? And thank you for being part of our live chat audience. Every time I do a premiere, you will see, you can participate in a live chat where persons throughout the world will have the opportunity to greet and have conversations among themselves. And you can be a part of it. There is no cost. Subscribing is free, commenting is free, liking the video is free. And right now, what is coming up next? Well, it is Saturday, so as the week rolls over, we are going to be doing a Q&A where you have the opportunity to learn more about me. Ask me questions. What do you want to know? What do you know about me? You see me? You see my complexion? You see me? Right. When you realize today's style is a up in one. Right, so today's style is a bit different. You know I'm a full-figured girl. What else you know about me? You know I love to talk. You know I love to have a good time. What else you know? What you want to know? What you want to know? Do you know if I was born in Tobago? Do you know if I ever traveled? Do you know what school I went to? If you want to know, ask. That's the only way you would know. So I'm looking forward to an amazing Q&A with you. Just comment your questions in the comment section and see you in the next vlog. Love you all.